Hey guys, John here. Just want to talk to you about the new bike I got, which is not this one. It's this one, the Yamaha MT09. Uh, Let me just begin to how I got this position. I've been riding this around for the better part of about 2 years. I love it. I do love it. It's a great, comfortable bike. Sounds great. Uh, Taking it, I mean, in the 2 years I put about 8,000 miles on it. It's a great bike, but I wanted something to get in the corners a little bit better. So um, I started my search on the Husqvarna Vitpillen, the 701. um, I love the look of that bike. It's a beautiful bike. The thing is, they wanted a lot of money for it. About 10,500 was about the going rate of which I could find. Um, there are some places that offer a little bit less, or they advertise less, but they. Long story, but basically, nobody wanted to give me a decent deal on the Vitpillen, the 701. So I started looking around to suitable suitable bikes that were similar to it in price and performance. Um, the MT07 seemed, it's right there with it, with the same weight, power figures, and all that good stuff. Um, and it's quite a bit less. It's $4,000 less on average. So I looked into that and I thought, I like Yamaha. I mean, my bolt hasn't steered me wrong. So I looked into it. I went to our local dealer here, which is Blitz Motorsports, and they had an MT07 and MT09. So I looked at both of them really closely. The MT07, they were both 2019 models, which are in 2020 were a year old. Neither one of them had any miles on them. I liked the MT07. I liked the styling. I liked everything about it. The weight was the biggest thing. I wanted to be able to lean over in corners, and I wanted it to be light. And I wasn't afraid to spend a little bit more money on it, but the MT09, around about 9,000, a little bit above 9,000 MSRP was, really big contender. You get about the same, well, not as a Vitpillen. The Vitpillen's about 350 pounds. The MT09's about 425 pounds. The MT07's about 400 pounds. But with the MT09, you get 115 horsepower compared to the MT07's 75. So it's a pretty big jump. And I wasn't afraid to spend a little bit more money on it. I went back and forth to the dealer for a little while. Got a decent price on the MT09, and I added in with an exhaust system, which at first was Twin Brothers. Long story short is that I got an unboxed product. They gave me the headers and the muffler, but that was it. I didn't get any clamps, any brackets, nothing. Should have came with a cap for the air exhaust. It just pumps fresh air into the exhaust for emissions purposes, basically. You're supposed to get a cap for that. I didn't get nothing. I got nothing for it. And I went back and forth with the dealer. I thought maybe I was only missing springs, and it turns out I was missing a bunch of stuff. I just went back to him like, I don't want the exhaust. Either I want to, in the box exhaust or just a different exhaust altogether. So I actually upgraded to the I'm gonna butcher this, Akrapovic exhaust. It's the carbon. That'll be coming here in the next couple of days, hopefully before the Memorial Day weekend. I think that's what's coming up. I'll get that put on. I got the stock dyno figures on this bike. I'll be putting that video up soon. I'll put the exhaust on. We'll give it a little bit more feel for the higher end and make it run safely. And we'll put another dyno figure out for that. I'm not expecting to gain a lot of power. It's not really a power by the engine's making great power from factory is what I've gathered from a lot of forums and other videos of people doing dynoing on these bikes. So, but what I am looking forward to is losing about another 10 pounds of weight, which is going to be awesome. But and the sound, obviously, most importantly, the sound. You can't hear anything on this exhaust. The intake is phenomenal. The intake is so good. You get a really great intake induction noise, but the exhaust is lackluster to say the least. But soon I'll be putting the new exhaust on. You'll hear the before and after. We'll get the the dyno before and after, and I will put all that out. But as of right now, that's where we stand. So stay tuned.